Okay, this is a lovely question, again testing some of your core knowledge more than it tests your applied knowledge. So for part A, it asks us to find the acceleration when t equals 3. So to find the acceleration, we differentiate velocity, so a equals dv dt. Differentiating this gives you 2t minus 2, therefore a, given that t equals 3, equals 2 times 3 minus 2 equals 4 meters per second. Perfect, so we shouldn't have had a problem with that one. Now, the next part is determine the distance when it's instantaneously at rest. So if it's instantaneously at rest, that means velocity is equal to 0. So v equals 0, therefore t squared minus 2t minus 24 equals 0. Factorising that gives me t minus 6, t plus 4 equals 0, therefore t equals 6 or minus 4, but t has to be positive. T is greater than or equal to 0, therefore t equals 6 seconds. So we know that it's 6 seconds, but it didn't ask us for the time, it asked us for the distance. So if it's asking us for distance, we're going to need to do something around integrating this. So we're going to now say that the distance, which we'll call x, is the integral of velocity with respect to time. Integrating t squared gives me a third t cubed. Integrating minus 2t gives me minus t squared, so that should be clearer. So minus t squared minus 24t plus c. Don't forget your constant of integration there. It's a common error to forget that. So we're told that when t equals 3, p is observed passing through the origin. So that means that x equals 0 when t equals 3. So x, given that t equals 3, equals 0, therefore we know that a third of 3 cubed minus 3 squared minus 24 times 3 plus c equals 0, and this should enable us to find out what c is. So a third of 3 cubed is going to be 9 minus 9 minus 24 times 3, minus 24 times 3, which is minus 72, plus c equals 0. 9 minus 9 is nothing, so minus 72 plus c equals 0, therefore c equals 72. So my expression for x is going back to here, which is a third t cubed, minus t squared, minus 24t, plus 72. We're almost there. The last bit, though, is just going to be now to find out, we worked out the time was 6, so x, given that t equals 6, equals a third times 6 cubed, minus 6 squared, minus 24 times 6, plus 72. So this gives me 6 cubed is 216, so it's going to give me 72, minus 36, minus 144, plus 72. 72 minus 36 is 36, minus 144 is minus 108, plus 72 is minus 36. So it's going to give us an answer of minus 36 meters. So the distance, notice here, it asks for distance, distance equals 36 meters. Okay, so we know that for part C, let me move to a different colour pen, just hopefully it'll be a bit clearer. For part C, we're trying to solve when x is equal to 0. So that's what it's asking us to do. When it's moving through the origin, x equals 0. So we're saying that a third t cubed minus t squared minus 24t plus 72 equals 0. I don't like the fractions, so I'm going to multiply through by 3, which tells me that t cubed minus 3t squared minus 72t plus 216 is equal to 0. Well, this is a cubic, but we already know one solution for that cubic, because one solution was when t equals 3. T equals 3 solved this. So we know that t minus 3 is a factor. So I'm going to factorise it out. I'm going to do that by division. So I'm going to do t minus 3, and I want to see how many times that goes into t cubed minus 3t squared minus 72t plus 216. Well, t minus 3 into t cubed must go t squared times. Multiplying that together gives me t cubed minus 3t squared. So that's going to give me nothing. So I'm going to bring down the next term, which is minus 72t. So here, I need to put in minus 72, and that would give me minus 72t plus 216. So there we get my answer. When I factorise it, I've got t minus 3, t squared minus 72 equals 0. So t equals 3, or t squared minus 72 equals 0. Therefore, t is equal to the square root of 72. 72 is 36 times 2, so 6 root 2 seconds. Just move that off a bit just so that it's absolutely clear to you. 6 root 2 seconds.